of trying to lead the discussion. My experience is that I don't have to say a lot. You usually have a lot of interesting points. But we need to save the last 10 minutes, right, Peter, for what do we do for next time?
Yeah, just to clear out any questions.
Yes, and you will also be doing the formal stuff of making sure everyone is here and doing some recordings as well.
Yeah, exactly.
You're already doing.
Yep, just to show the project that we are working hard.
Yeah, but that all of us are aware of that we are being filmed, so we might have a future within Bollywood or something like that.
It won't end up on YouTube, I hope.
No.
This is when we started dancing and singing just quite suddenly. Well, now back to being serious, if it's possible. Last time I finished with my group, but I think we merit to start. So if any of my dear colleagues would like to tell me what we've been discussing in our group.
You mean in our group, the first one?
Yes, the first one.
Okay, so we actually, or I tried to formulate the main topics of our discussion on Padlet. You can see there, I tried to have answers about each of the questions that we had. So yeah, should I share the screen or should I kind of summarize things?
Could just try to summarize. I think you will do it brilliantly, just summarizing, I think.
Okay, so as to, let me see the questions. Sorry. Oops, so many text, so much text here. Okay, the first question was about the level of control, and we discussed that the level of control has of course changed because we cannot see the faces of our students and we cannot observe if they are not cheating while writing an online examination and so on. But on the other hand, there are lots of solutions like introducing the self-assessment or portfolios or peer assessment, or I don't know, even I have listened to this video of what's he called? Sorry for that. Bites, whatever. So he suggested to have or he himself had the practice of having the online cafes for the students. It's kind of opportunity for them to chat freely in synchronous format without the intervention of teachers. So that could be another possibility to solve this problem. Yes, as to effective part of social presence, we thought that yes, this kind of chats could be the good opportunity to make it possible to them to communicate with each other and to get to know each other better. But on the other hand, they can also it was my suggestion actually, we could use the glossary function on Moodle, because it allows, we could just ask the students to write their brief bios in that glossary, and then we could just formulate our first task to find people with things in common. And that could be very nice first kind of playful way of getting to know each other and doing it online. So yeah, maybe it could work, and there will be some students that will find other students with similar interests and similar backgrounds, who knows. As to openness, climate where the students feel safe to participate, I think at least I always encourage my students to say whatever they think, because every contribution can be very worth very worthwhile and can be very useful. And I try to tell them that there is no right answer, and there can be always different views on the same subject. And Gore said also that he always tries to encourage students to say whatever they say and so on. So I think, and Gunvor and I discussed also the possibility of, or discussed how important it might be how we formulate ourselves. I mean, how we talk in the seminar. If we talk as if we knew everything, and as we were in possession of the only right thing or only right version of everything, then it could be probably very counterproductive. And if we try to be more diplomatic and more kind of I don't know, more careful in our formulations and try to signal to our students that there could be other views on the same subject, that this could trigger the discussion. And as to fourth question, group cohesion, what can we do as teachers to make the students feel acknowledged in the group? Well, I don't know, but my suggestion was that we could use badges. Badges could be very encouraging, and students could feel acknowledged, and they could feel that yes, they are important, and they are personally somehow acknowledged, and how do you call it? Just a second, I need a word. It's distinct, that they are distinct persons. So badges could be the good solution for that, I guess. But maybe there are some other possibilities as well. That's it. Sorry, it was too long, maybe. Yeah.
Brilliant. My suggestion is that we take each group and then we sort of finalize with a more open discussion. So the second group, what did you discuss, and what were your thoughts?
Room number 2. So today we have a great discussion, and I try to summarize. The first question, which is very important, is how teacher should to build the community, because students need to be able to communicate. So we are to integrate social activities which help them to communicate. The second question was about group work, collaboration tools and digital tools. We speak a lot about mistakes, that students don't be afraid to make mistakes, and so they can communicate. The third one is how to increase student certification. I think, and our group agree with me, I think that students should be engaged, motivated, and reflective. And so they can develop their competency, and critical thinking and attitude will help them in it. So maybe Sarah will help me to continue the summarize.
Yeah, because we are the group 2, we speak 2 people from our group. And with this, we kind of ensure social presence. So I would like to continue my colleague. One of the things we discussed in the groups is that we are suggesting to use methods which are group learning methods, cooperative methods, And the good thing is that Zoom and other tools allow you to do group work and use methods like Jigsaw or Gallery Walk, or you can use Google Drive as a tool for example, you create a Google Doc and students can cooperatively and in a live mode work on the document. Also, we talked about the importance of disagreement. We are okay to create an environment when students will openly express their disagreements with the professor or with each other, and we think it's okay. And we ask our colleagues to teach students in a way that you should not identify your opinion with your identity. So you can have lots of opinions which you can change. It's okay, the life changes, and you should adapt with these changes. So sometimes people are not okay when someone disagrees with them, because they think that if someone criticizes your opinion, then he or she criticizes you. So in order not to have this situation, we are suggesting not separate yourself with your opinion. And if you do that, it will be very easy. You will be open-minded person. Of course, you can have some convictions or some things, principles you are not going to change, but overall, it's okay to change your opinions if life changes or if you learn from each other. And one technique we can use during our lessons is that before criticizing or before disagreeing with your peer, say something you learned from her or his opinion, or something which you agree with her or him, before expressing your disagreement. It creates a bridge, and it makes your opponent also open-minded towards your critic, because she or he thinks that there is something important in your opinion. And also but we said that we should be very careful when we work in multicultural environments, not to hurt people's religious or ethnical or racial and other differences. So we should be very careful with these types of issues, because they can create problems. And overall, we don't think that our task is to control students, because the first question was about control. I think control is an illusion, and even dictators are not controlling their countries or the world. So we want to escape from this illusion, and we want to build positive relationships. Thank you.
That was a brilliant end, I think. Control is an illusion. Well, that will be my take-home message for this day. Oh, that's sweet. Oh, I'm